Hello everyone, I am Samantha from Samwit Balance. I'm following up this sleep hack video with some tools to kind of educate you, show you some options, help you get better sleep. These are not fail-safe methods, just things that can help you set a rhythm for your night, signal a habit when you put on or you use them to start coming down for the evening, and also other things that you can do instead of things we talked about in my first sleep video. So instead of watching TV, instead of snacking, instead of being on your phone, they can kind of preoccupy you with some other things that are going to for sure calm you down, signal your body that you're getting ready to sleep, kind of get into your zone as far as shutting your mind off, those kind of things. So I'm going to go through a couple items here. We're in my bathroom because I wanted to do this late at night, but it's in the middle of the afternoon because I thought it would be too dark. So these are things that I do regularly in some kind of method order every single night. I don't do all of them, most of them. It depends on the day, it depends on the time, depends if we're out in the evening, but generally I have some favorites and I'll tell you why as I go. So behind me, you're gonna see my bathtub with a big old 20-pound bag of salt, which is almost empty. I'm gonna order a new bag. I buy this, it's a little more economical. I go through a lot of salt, and magnesium is super calming to your muscles. And I take oral magnesium as well. I'll show you that when I get there. And then sometimes I just put a bag of, or a cup of salt in a container, and I sprinkle some oil on it. I like lavender. I just have some Young Living. I have some other companies I like too, but, or some Thieves. I have some orange oil. I have some Lang Lang, which I really like. Instead of putting it in the water, because oil and water don't mix, if you put it in your salts, you'll get that aroma and then you'll get that smell as well. So I almost always have a bath. I probably bathe 5 out of 7 nights, maybe 4, but 2 or 3 is like, even if it's for the heat and I don't do salt and I'm not reading my book, I will soak my feet in, a foot of salt water, of hot salt water, to just calm my body. I always, right after dinner when the sun sets, have my blue blocker glasses on. If it was nighttime right now, this bathroom overhead light would be off, and I just put on lamps or dim lights around the house, signaling to my body that the sun is now setting and I don't need any more stimulation. I am getting ready to release some melatonin. It's getting dark. If you're afraid of that, try an electricity-free night and get some candles. And when the sun goes down and you're tempted to turn all those bright lights on, put some candles around your house and see how really, really dark we have naturally been living for lots of years. So that will make you way more tired. You're gonna go to bed way more tired that night. And if you actually shut your TV off and your phone off, you're gonna be a little distracted. It's gonna be dark. You're not gonna know what to do. Like if you're not reading by candlelight, or you're not just quietly in the dark, you're gonna find that you're gonna fall asleep a lot faster. That's super fun if you have kids, by the way, too. Electricity-free nights. And then I almost always sleep with my eye mask on. I'm gonna leave all these things on as I go to keep you thinking about them. This came when I had babies at first. I could not keep my eyes shut. And then when I nap too in the afternoon, sometimes my body's like senses the light through my eyelids. So I really want to block all that out. For me, it's just a habit now. I don't necessarily need it. But sometimes like my husband will turn a light on and he's doing other things, and I like to shut my eyes. It just tells my eyes to be quiet. Shut. There's nothing else you need to do today. This is some magnesium that I take. I like Life Extensions. I have another glycinate compound. I take 500 milligrams. This is not a recommendation. This is just what I do. I like magnesium in higher doses for a lot of reasons because of my personal body, but it has so many benefits to relaxation as far as your neurotransmitters, your sleep, your stress. It's depleted by stress, coffee, all those things. And So there's a ton of different kinds. I will not link supplements. That's just kind of a talking point for you to think about adding in some more relaxation to your body if the salt, magnesium is not enough. Okay, so I mouth tape. I have two different things that I'm going to show you. There are a couple different ones. I will link some podcasts and a book, a sleeping and breathing book that really got me into mouth taping. I've been, my gosh, almost 2 years mouth taping. And my husband started a couple months after I did. He was like, this is weird. Why are you doing that? And he thinks that the biohacks that I do are sometimes bizarre, but he was actually really quick to pick up this one because he listened to one of the breathing podcasts. And I said, well, if it doesn't work, then don't do it anymore. And he found almost immediate relief of his sleep symptoms in like a week. And he actually sometimes stayed more regular than I did. I was a mouth breather. I'm a grinder at night with my teeth. And so when I had to train my palate to stay up on the roof of my mouth, that also signaled to keep my lips shut. So it does both. If you have a palate that isn't on the top or a tongue that's not on your palate, and if your mouth is always open. So it's doing both. If your mouth is open, your tongue is not on your palate, it's this kind of hanging out. And that's where people have a hard time with snoring or sleep apnea because their tongue, this is not all the reasons of sleep apnea, but your tongue can fall back on your mouth and wake you up. And a lot of restless sleep happens with that. So what you want to do is to focus on your breathing through your nose for many reasons. And again, I'm not going to go into it here. I'm going to link some books, resources, and podcasts in the bottom of my YouTube description. But your nose is filtering all the air, right? So you're going to notice after a few days of really getting consistent with your breathing through your nose, like you need to blow your nose in the morning because all the dirt and dust throughout the night is going through your nose and not your mouth. It's not going in your respiratory tract, which should be encouraging. I can blow my nose. I'd rather keep it in a tissue than in my actual chest. The second thing it does is it warms the air so that you can use that air better and quicker. And when you have your tongue on your palate, you're actually inhaling less in your chest. And you're breathing deeper into your diaphragm. There are so many benefits to that. Again, I can't go in there. I'm just going to show you the resources of the mouth tape. I tried this one at first. I'm going to show you it. And then I had such a hard time taping my mouth. My mouth would hang open. This one just covers your mouth in an X, like this. And it's not very sticky. So if your mouth breathing, it just comes off and it peels off really easy. I can do this now. It's really just a signal to my body. I don't necessarily need a mouth tape every night. I do use it. You can do another way if you want, but it's not very sticky. So if you want to start with that, just to test it out and see how you feel. Some people feel like it's making them feel unsafe with their mouth taped. Trust me, it doesn't. It's really secure. It really makes you secure actually about your sleeping. But I started with a different strip, and I will link these strips as well. You can find them on Amazon. You can buy hundreds of strips for nothing. I like these breathing strips. They're actually this long, so you can cover your whole mouth. When I first started, I used a whole strip, and it stayed the whole night. And this is still my favorite one, even though I use the other X's sometimes. But I just use a half a piece because my mouth doesn't come open, and it's literally just kind of a muscle memory thing with my breathing in my lips. And it just sticks on like this. And this one does not move as much. And then you go to sleep. Of course, without your glasses. I love mouth taping. Okay. One more thing that I'm going to talk about, and I'm also going to link the creator's videos and her testimony of how she created this product. I don't have all of them. I do have a lot of them, but these are called fascia blasters. Some of you have heard of them. This is the Ashley Black set. She has multiple ones. She has paddles. She has foot massagers. She has head massagers. She has facial tools. I'm briefly going to show you what I do. with these. But the idea with these is muscle warmth and muscle tension. And you generally do it with oil from her kit on a skin. You can do them over clothes if you're, if you don't have the oil, which you can buy in the kit when you buy them. But basically you're using them to open up your fascia and any inflammation or tightness in your body. This can be really, really calming at night. I use it on my head all the time. Feels amazing. These points, one is a little pointier, this one's a little duller. They're not sharp by any means. These are pressure point things, so you can, wherever your pressure points are, maybe you have a little knot in your rib cage. A lot of athletes use these. The claws are different sizes. I don't know if you can see them. So this is for more small work. I use these on my hands. Using them on my hands and feet before bed is super relaxing. This one can be used on your face and your eyebrows. And then this is part of a 10 different set tool. These are very small. So these are gonna be for your face, for your jaw, for your head, for your crown, behind your ears, these little muscles, maybe in your neck. And again, these are done with oil. They can be used in the bath, in the shower. This one has different attachments. And I do another fascia blaster video later, but these were a game changer for me. If you go to my webpage, you can read a little bit about my story, but I had chronic pain for a long, long time. And I would use these fascia blasters for about 30 to 40 minutes every single night before sleep. And I swear it was the only thing that moved my pain dial and allowed me to sleep in literally no pain compared to the baths I was taking and the massages I was getting, the supplements I was on. When you can manually move those muscles back in place and you're not just stretching tight muscles, you're not just warming them up and cooling them down. Again, I will post Ashley Black's video and her amazing story in the description of the YouTube box for you to watch. She's an amazing woman who basically healed herself from an incredible amount of pain and created this product and goes around teaching and basically healing people who've tried so many things and haven't found relief. So there you go, just a quick little sleep hack video. Again, go to my website, check out my story, check out my last YouTube video if you're curious about any sleep issues that you may be having and how to move the dial on your health. So I have 4 pillars of health: nutrition, sleep, movement, and stress. So we're gonna kind of do the next pillar here in a little bit. Probably next week or so, I'm gonna start on nutrition. So if you're interested, you can follow, you can share, you can message me if you have any questions. Go on my website, subscribe to my newsletter, and you can also message me there. Talk soon, bye.